Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Today is November 4th, 2025. We are back for another trading session within the Zone Trader. Today is going to be our second day of the Prop Firm Challenge. We kicked things off yesterday with a very strong start. We made over $600 in profit. Had a pretty decent win rate the first half of the stream with the trading the 1024 tick chart. I think we were up to 87% win rate. And then we averaged a win rate at the end of the stream by 60%, coming out with $600 profit. So, strong start. I have updated our P&L. You can see that at the top left corner. We're up, you can see $50,643. If you guys remember from yesterday, the goal is going to be to bring that number up to 3,000 in order to pass the account. If you're interested in learning about prop firms or what are prop firms, feel free to send me a message or a comment and we can chat. But the prop firm that I am using, my preferred prop firm, is with Apex Trader Funding. I have a link in the description below, and if you click on that link, it'll give you the best discount they have available. I am affiliated with Apex, and that's what we're going to be using to get this evaluation account passed and then funded. And then once we are in the funded phase, we can start trading and collecting real money, which is where the fun really begins. So we're going to use this account as sort of our channel account. The account where we keep track of all of our performance, how well we're doing, and managing the good, the bad, and the ugly together. We are about 7 minutes before market opens. Let's take a quick look at the overall market and where we are on the NQ. So this is the NQ daily chart. You can see yesterday we had a huge drop. More so, we didn't close below this. Sorry, this was yesterday's action here. This is overnight action here as of this morning. We retested the low from 1027. There is a little bit of a gap here, so it is plausible that we might go and try to fill this gap. Maybe go all the way down to the 21 EMA on the daily. Potentially go back up. Again, nothing is certain. Just what I'm observing here. We are about 5 minutes before market opens. Zooming out, I have marked our overnight low at 644.50. And our overnight high is all the way up here at 26,105.75. So we've had quite the drop overnight. Hey, good morning. I did. I did. Cool. All right, I'm about to go live. Sounds good. We'll talk to you then. All right, we have about 3 minutes before market opens. We're stuck in this wedge. Nothing to do here. I'm going to be really patient this morning. We're kicking things off trading the 1024 tick chart on the MNQ, trading 5 micros. We'll do that for the first half of the stream, and then we'll transition over to the Renko. Okay, we have a little under a minute before market opens today. Checking to see if we have any news. It doesn't look like we do. There is some RCM tip economic optimism data, but it says tentative, so I don't know if we're going to get that today or not because of the government shutdown. So all right, there's that market open. We did just hit the target on our bearish move there. Closed below golden ruler. And I believe our runner just got taken out. So let's draw some new lines. And we also triggered upward, but it's a false positive. We missed the target by 2 ticks, but there it is. All right, we're moving upwards. Golden ruler moves down. Let's delete some lines. We also triggered lower here, but the runner still hasn't been taken out yet. taken out. And now we're tracking the bearish runner. Okay, we're testing the golden ruler. We've pushed through it. Runner is still running. I mean, what a runner. We're talking 70 points. Over 70 points at this point. Okay, runner's been taken out. False positive bullish signal here. It did hit target. Runner's at break even. We also triggered a bearish signal here as well. Runner's been taken out on the bullish side. Bearish move worked. Okay, so runner is out. Okay. Potential bearish move here. Not anymore. We do have a false positive bullish signal here from this hammer off the 21 that just hit target. Now we're moving up. been taken out. False positive bullish signal here. And then another false positive bearish signal. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. The runner moves down. Okay, runner's been taken out. This bullish signal here was under the trend line, so I can't take it higher. We simultaneously also have this bearish signal here. So the bullish didn't work, but the bearish did. Again, none of these trades are viable trades that we're supposed to take. They don't follow our rules. We're just waiting. This one is, though. This one is this bearish signal here. Because we did take out the runner, and now we got a fresh trigger lower. Looks like we might get stopped out here. Okay, first trade's a stop loss. And then this was the trade that stopped us out, so we can't take it higher. It did end up working. And the runner is still going. Golden ruler moves down. Runner is still running. continue going higher here, this will be a bullish signal. It's all right. Well, we didn't get in and it got stopped out. So false positive bearish. This is a false positive bullish. Bearish trade is out. Bullish trade hit. Let's keep track of the runner now. Okay, we're approaching VWAP. Actually, at this point, we did get that bullish trigger here, but I had to adjust that trend line. And I couldn't take it, so here we are. We are in a wedge. This did trigger higher, but another false positive. And this is a false positive bearish signal. The price action this morning is very inconsistent. I think I was supposed to move the golden ruler this whole time all the way to 46.50. Forgot to do that. We are now going below it. So gold golden ruler moves up to 75. And our runner, it just got taken out. So, where are we on the spectrum of things? This is a false positive bullish signal. We just have all those trend lines overhead. You can see there's a lot of resistance overhead here. I think the bulls are trying to take price up to the VWAP. Okay, that bullish trade did work. Start deleting some lines now. Golden ruler moves down. And the runner got taken out right there. So let's get the runner out of the way. Golden ruler moves up. False positive bearish signal here. Did end up working. Now you have this bullish signal, but the problem with that candle, actually your bullish signal was down there. Bounce off the EMA here. We had that trend line in the way. Okay, runner is running. The runner got taken out, which means this was the next bullish signal, but 800 was above our heads. It did hit target. Runner is still running. Can you hear me, Doug? Can you hear me? Testing 1, 2. Very quiet. Okay. How about now? Is this better? Can you hear me now? What about now? Is this higher? Let me know if you can hear me better now. Sound is at 100%. I can barely hear you. Okay. Interesting. What about now? Can you hear me now? What about now? Is this better? Can you hear me okay? Good, okay. All right. All right, we missed this trade. Our golden ruler moves up. All right, the runner has been taken out. Question is, do we have room if this triggers higher? The answer is yes, but it didn't. Not anymore. Golden ruler moves up again. This is the trigger here, but it is false positive. Runner's moving up. Okay, runner's still moving. Zoom out and see where we're potentially trying to go. I think the next target's probably going to be around the 900 area. Okay, runner's finally out. This is going to be a potential bullish signal right here. Not anymore. Didn't close above the trend line. I mean, let me double check. Yeah. Okay, this is a bullish trigger. Not a lot of room for it though. See if we can hit the target. It's trying. Almost there. There we go. Okay, so that was a winner. We are one for one right now. I think my NinZaTrader is acting up. So I might have to restart my Ninja. Give me a second, guys. Sorry about that. It happens from time to time when NinZaTrader just decides to freeze on you. At least this time we were not in the middle of a trade. The trade had just ended. Yeah, me too. Do I keep runners on these trades? Sometimes, Doug. Sometimes I will trade with 6 micros and maybe have one of those contracts as a runner. But right now I'm just taking all of them off at my 1-to-1 risk reward. I've actually had Ninja freeze in the middle of a trade before. Very nerve-wracking, to say the least. I didn't have a runner that time, so I just was able to take profits at my 1-to-1. All right, let me know if you guys can see my screen now. Potentially just in time for this bullish signal here. If we get it, we don't. All right. If we can get a close above this trend line, we didn't get a close above. All right. All right, this is the bearish signal here. Do we have room for it? I don't know if I want to get into it now that it's going back up, but Let me make sure I drew all my lines correctly. If I zoomed in here, this would have absorbed this. Yeah, that was a viable bearish signal here. It just didn't work. Interesting. Now we have another bearish signal right there. Okay. This may not work. For some reason, I might be missing something, but might be something I'm overlooking. Because it's stuck right there. We might get stopped out here. Yep. I think what I was missing, this is what stinks about getting your NinZaTrader frozen, is you kind of lose a little bit of the groove of where you are. And I think that groove would have been maybe this trend line, but that shouldn't have really gotten in the way of our trade. All right, so we're 1 for 2 right now. We're down about 160 bucks. That's okay. Not a big deal. We're in the middle of 2 trades right now. There's bullish trade here and there's bearish trade here. So we're not taking either of those trades. And I think that's what happened prior to. We had, I'll show you guys in just a second. We had this false positive bullish trade here, and then it immediately gave us this bearish signal here. So I shouldn't have gotten into this bearish signal. All right, so this bearish move did end up working. Where is the runner? Where is my runner? It's up there. All right, the runner's been taken out. This is a false positive bearish signal here, is because we have this support potential. 850 could potentially be support. And there you have it. It went down to 850 and bounced right back up, right? I will unfortunately have to cut off the stream at 10:30 today. I have a prior obligation. I might come back in the afternoon and trade some more. This is a bearish signal, false positive, or do we have enough room for this? We do have enough room for this. Can I get it to come down and retest 850 again is the question. There we go. Okay, well, that was crazy. That trade worked. I'm glad it worked in our favor. I've seen candles like this where they go the opposite direction. So, viable setup there. We got about 10 points from that trade, maybe a little bit more. And now we are 2 for 2. We still have a runner that just got taken out. The runner would have been right there. I don't know where that candle came from, to be honest, guys. You get candles like this from time to time. So yeah, that's true. I'll take them. I'll take them when they come. Let's see. This was the bearish signal up here, but we couldn't have taken it anyway. We had these two trend lines in the way. But we're very much now in a bearish trend. Let's keep track of the runner now and delete these two trend lines that are no longer valid. Runner is running. All right, the runner's been taken out. This is a false positive bullish signal because we have 850 and the golden ruler above us, and those two can act as resistance. You can see there it just stopped out, right? And this would have been the bearish signal up here, but we were in the middle of that bullish signal, so couldn't have taken this one either. And let me know if you guys can read the P&L a lot clearer today. I did increase the size of that box so you guys can see where we stand as of today's performance so far. Okay, so let's see where we're at now. I think we triggered a false positive bullish signal down here. And now we're heading our way back up. Golden ruler moves down. We have this macro trend line that looks like that. We have a runner that is around 53.25. We were running up against this macro downward trend line here. All right, the runner has been taken out, so we are on a reset state. So now just waiting for our next setup. I don't know if we really have enough room to take this. It looks like we do, but then that downward trend line becomes an issue if price kind of hovers around and doesn't hit his target. And there you go. We're not going to take this bearish either. Kind of in a battle zone right now. It did trigger higher, but we're not taking it. You can see a lot of rejection up here with these two trend lines. Checking on the Renko real quick. Today would have been a much better day to trade the Renko, to be honest with you. With these smaller moves, you could see we would have had a winner here, a winner there. Break even there. But let's go back to the tick for now. You guys can see we're stuck in this really tight range. This bullish trade did stop out. We do get another trigger here, but it's getting tighter and tighter up there, so we're going to avoid this one as well. Okay, so this one did end up working. Finally trying to break out of this range. Our golden ruler does move up to 43.50. Runners are moving up too. And we could start deleting these lines that are no longer valid. I will go ahead and mark the high of today so far. We're approaching it. I still believe the bulls want to at least retest 900 up there. Doesn't mean it's going to do it now, but because we gave up a lot overnight. If we want to try to fill the gap, we have to go all the way up to this purple and gray line up here in the 26,100 range, which would be quite the bullish move today. But, you know, anything is possible. False positive bearish signal here. We just don't have the room for this trade to work. We have all these support zones underneath us. Doesn't mean it won't, just means lower probability of working. All right, we got a false positive bullish signal here in the middle of this bearish trade. Okay, the bullish trade did work. But again, these setups have all been really marginal. We'll keep track of the runner on this bullish trade. It's at break even at the moment. All right, the runner's out. We now have this look with the trend lines. And now we're inside a wedge, so I think the path of least resistance is going up, but for some reason we're going down. We did signal lower, but there's just not enough room for it. And we still got the trend line, this macro trend line that's in the way as well. There you have it. The bearish trade did not work. The bullish trade just signaled higher, but again, false positive. Because we were in the middle of the bearish trade and we had this downward trend line that still could potentially be acting as resistance, as you guys could see here. Excuse me. Okay, the bullish trade worked. We do move our golden ruler up to 61.25. Gives us this new trend line now. Delete this trend line. Keep track of the runner. Runner is still down here at 73.25. This is a false positive bearish signal right here. All right, the bearish trade worked. The runner is out on the bullish side, so we're going to keep track of the runner on the bearish side now. All right, guys, we are approaching close to 10:30 where I need to get off. We took 4 trades today, 2 winners and 2 losers. Unfortunately, one of our losers was a little bigger than the other winners. We are down today $65.30 on the for today's performance. But we're still up on the account, $577. So we'll come back tomorrow. We'll tackle it again. Same time. I'll be on at 9:20 Eastern, and we'll do day 3 of the prop firm challenge. I hope you guys learned something from today, especially around how, when the price action is just not great, it's better to just sit on your hands and wait for better setups. And so keep your losers small. Today is a small losing day, and we'll come back tomorrow and we'll tackle it then. Hope you guys have a blessed day, and we'll talk soon.